Live from the basement Benchwarmers Clip Vault, it's the worst of the first 20 for the Benchwarmers. Now let's see all the basements they've been in.
Live from Scott's parents' basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers podcast show.
Live from Scott's parents' basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. Basement of Icky Ricky's, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. From our neighbor Glenn's basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. From the basement of the Alamo, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. From Roger Goodell's basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. From Jay Culler's basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. From Isaiah Thomas's basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. Mississippi and Brett Favre's newly remodeled basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. From the basement of Sunnyside, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. From the engine room of the USS Arizona, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. From the basement of historic Simmons Field, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. From Lance Armstrong's basement, it's the Basement Benchwarmers. From Belco Laboratories in San Francisco, California, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. From the Benchwarmers Bar and Grill in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Wildcard Show, where anything goes. From the basement where it all started, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. From the basement of Mount Rushmore, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. From the basement of Patrick Mahomes, it's the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. And from the basement of 245 Park Avenue, New York City, it's the Basement Benchwarmers 2020 MLB Season Preview Show. From the basement of the NBA bubble in Orlando, it's the Basement Benchwarmers NBA Preview Show.
So actually, we are here, the Basement Benchwarmers. This is our worst of our first 20 shows. That was our first 20 intros to our show, all the basements that we have been to. Just me and Ed here tonight. Ed, how is it going?
I'm worn out after being in all those basements.
Eric and Willie are on a little B&B getaway, those two together. They need to unwind in Door County, so they're having some fun. They're probably just cuddled up in the bed together, watching a little TV. Maybe a hot tub, like the scene from Dumb and Dumber, talking about Frieder Felcher. So tonight we're going to do a little clip show, different clips from the year. Each guy set up little clips of what they said throughout the first 20 shows. Maybe relive a couple old top 10s. And also we have a new top 10 tonight for you guys. World of sports right now. Before we move on, I guess sports are still on. We have the COVID outbreak all over the major leagues. Ed, what is your take on COVID with the Cardinals, the Marlins?
Yeah, now Joey Votto, too.
Yeah, Joey Votto today, I saw. Yes.
It's not good.
No.
It's not, they have a problem with strip clubs, funerals,
those strip clubs have good wings.
Golf courses. I don't get these guys. I mean, you can't go 3 months without being a complete degenerate. Just do what you're supposed to do. Get the season through. You know, you're always saying you're for the fans.
Yeah.
Oh, we're here for the fans. We're here for our fans. We're here for our fans. Screw the fans. I'm going to the strip club tonight.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm gonna go play 9 real quick. Take my chances.
Yeah. What are the chances if I lick this, cocaine off this stripper, I'm going to get anything?
Yeah. You know what? Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Now we know. You catch stuff. You can catch stuff.
Yeah.
COVID, you can catch.
I always just got glitter on myself.
Yeah, that's one of the stories out there. NBA kicked off. So far, their bubble seems to be working a little better because they're contained. The Bucks kicked off the season with a win over the Celtics. The restart. They actually play. We are recording this on Sunday, so they're playing actually pretty much the next couple hours. They'll be playing their second game. So right now, the Bucks looked pretty good their first game.
Yeah, they looked real good.
Sloppy little move in the second half. Got kind of slow, but that's just how NBA games go. Very rarely do people blow people out. There's always a comeback somewhere in there. So
especially after a 3-month layoff or whatever you want to call it.
But Giannis looked good in his return. Played really well, and I did find it funny. Jason Tatum complained about the refs favoring Giannis. Well, maybe if Jason Tatum would have hit one of the 12 shots, he was one for like something. If he hits 2 extra shots, they win. So really, the refs didn't stop you from hitting shots, Jason. It's incredible. Let's move into our first clip of the night. We're going to start off with the oldest member of our group.
Who would that be?
Well, we're going to find out right now. And that would be Willie with clips for the year.
Hey, I'm one of the essential people. I still have to work, so I go to work every day, but then I come home, I got this dog. I take it out for a walk, watch it pee, watch it poop, and then throw the ball for her. So that's all I got going for these coronavirus, COVID-19. Slapshot. And you thought the best hockey movie ever was Miracle.
Booty, 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 booty.
Going up, play my favorite song there, man. 139 times, Booty.
Willie obviously is back and healthy. Thank you for that.
I'm back. I missed down the road here too because I could see Eric walk around in his assless chaps. It was great. I didn't know what you guys were talking about, but it was great. What the hell are we doing and where am I?
Look at that booty. Show me the...
Good, but every time I hear this song, I get goosebumps. I'm telling you. This thing is so juicy. It's so good. Eric, you'd love this thing. I'm upright and I'm here. My closing thought is I'm ready for another beer.
I survived another week. I'm here. Go to Willie. Start us up.
I missed that one. That tapioca, I'm telling you what, I have never had anything better in my life.
So that was Willie.
I didn't even know he was that funny.
This thing's juicy. Eric, give it a try. Oh Jesus, that made me laugh. Oh, great! That's a great little montage. That's Willie, our the oldest guy in the group.
He's up there.
He's up there.
What's his born on date on that can? Oh, I'll tell you what. I haven't heard all those clips put together like that. I could barely catch my breath.
It was kind of crazy.
Holy cow!
Okay, let's see. We're going to try to get a hold of Willie on his little getaway. Let's see. Hopefully his bell tones are vibrating.
His left leg's probably vibrating right now.
Well, I guess we can leave a message.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
You know a guy's old and he doesn't know how to set his message.
I was just going to say that.
At the tone, please record your message.
Hey, Willie, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast calling you.
Booty, 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 booty.
Just calling to say hi and hope you and Eric are doing good up on your little getaway. You guys are probably busy now. Probably give each other face masks or something. So...
Is that what they call it? Face masks?
I don't know. So, well, I guess we'll let you go. Well, have fun. Give Eric a hug for me. So let's move on. Check out one of our top 10s we had this year. One of my favorite ones. We're going to open up a Benchwarmers Bar and Grill tap room. This is our top 10 for when we named our beers.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10.
So obviously we talk about beer. So what else are we going to have in this tap room but beer? But we will have
tapioca pudding,
stuff like that. We actually made up a list of our beer names that's going to be on tap at our restaurant. So the guys, we worked on this, and so the top 10 beer name ideas for the Benchwarmers tap room. Number 10 is going to be our tribute beer. It's Blade's Right Field Line Lager. Number 9 will be Benchwarmer Barley Wine. Number 8 will be Smoking Jay's Porter, in honor of our friend Jay Cutler. Number 7 will be Willie's Tapioca Porter. They'll alternate weeks. Well, actually, the Tapioca Porter will go off at 8 o'clock because that's when he'll be in bed. So it'll go to Smoking Jay's after 8. Number 6, the Hot Dog Water Sour. Number 5, Ed's White Knuckle Stout.
Yeah.
Number 4, our ode to the Last Dance, Pippin and Grant's Pouty Pilsner. Our tribute to Eric's second favorite athlete ever, next to, his second favorite athlete is the Live Strong Juiced IPA. And his first favorite athlete, the Secretariat Oatmeal Stout. So Eric wants all his athletes involved, so we gave it to him. We had to.
Barrel aged, right? Barrel aged stout.
He's making the beer. No, oatmeal stout. Oatmeal. Yeah.
Could be barrel aged oatmeal.
There you go, both. We'll figure it out. We're still in the talk. It's just names. We can change what they're made out of. And the number one beer that's going to be on tap in the Benchwarmer Tap Room is Sammy Sosa Light. So those were our tap room names. Which one was your favorite? The one you tried?
Well, I've had the White Knuckle Stout a few times. It leaves a little bitter taste in your mouth.
Okay. I'm interested to see what Sammy Sosa Light looks like, personally.
It's even lighter now, I believe.
It's looks like water. It's see-through. So, that was one of our top 10s from an earlier show this year. So let's go to another one of the guys on the show, and he's our resident beer guy, Eric. And let's take a listen to his
worst of
the year. Here's Eric's.
Well, I like Willie, and I dislike Ed because I love the guy, the Greek Freak. Well, I'm disappointed because I missed out on the rodeo. Well, I mean, I'll stay away from the Packers. I'm good. I just baked some oatmeal raisin cookies and having those with my beer of the week. Greatest non-human athlete ever, Secretariat, won the Triple Crown. So huge. No, so the Kentucky Derby was supposed to be on Saturday. I love horse racing. Great. I didn't realize that was the jitterbug. I thought maybe there'd be a reference to Secretariat instead. Well, Brett is one of those guys that he's innocent. He had no idea. This is Brett. I mean, come on. Well, this Brett Favre guy, he's a gunslinger, does no wrong. I gotta say, I just, man, he's a gunslinger. I was thinking about Jen Sturger, and I was a Lance Armstrong fan. Just hanging here with sitting on Lance's lap. Hello.
Back in 1776, we said, fuck the redcoats, let's get them the hell out of our country. And this is how I think we all feel about, whether you're on one side or the other of the political views of this. I think everybody could clearly say, fuck COVID, get the hell out of our country.
What happened? I blacked out.
My steak still has the marks where the jockey was hitting it.
Secretary. So that was Eric's best of or worst of this point. Obviously, he's a big Secretariat Lance Armstrong fan.
I hope he didn't go horseback riding up in his weekend vacation.
I probably went bareback with Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eric's our resident beer guy, and actually he called in tonight, and he recorded our beer tent segment this week, so we're going to go to that now since he sent it to us. So here we go with Eric's beer tent.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
All right, guys, we're at Door County Brewing in Bailey's Harbor, Door County, trying out some beer. So my beer of the week is from the branch of Door County Brewing called Hacienda that does experimental beers, and I have a very hazy IPA named Everything Eventually, which I'm going to drink here for the first time. So this is my beer of the week, Door County Brewing, Hacienda, Brewing Everything Eventually. And everything eventually will hopefully, get better, and we're going to have more sports, and we're actually going to be able to go to games and all that good stuff. So cheers, gentlemen. Here's my first sip of it. It's fantastic. It's the first time I think I've had tapped beer since COVID started, so I'm pretty happy. Hope to see you guys next week.
So that was Eric's beer of the week from Door County Brewing. So thank you, Eric, for that.
Sounds like he did it down in a wine cellar, kind of.
Actually, I think it was in his tent. The wind's blowing. So that was Eric. Thank you once again for the beer of the week. And now we let's move into another top 10 we had this year. And this one centered around another friend of the show, Brett Favre, when he went through a little bit of his financial trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10.
So, as we said, we are in Brett Favre's newly remodeled basement. Did you guys hear about Brett Favre? He came into some money.
Yeah, did you hear it? I haven't heard anything about it.
What was that? Yeah,
I didn't hear anything about it.
No. Well,
did he inherit the money, or did he like?
He was
best in this.
Kinda. It wasn't like from his genes or nothing like that. It was kind of a thing that they were paying him, almost like unemployment, because he didn't do shows, certain speaking engagements, which is the craziest thing. Now, I'm gonna be for being a Bear fan, I like Brett Favre. I thought he was a great guy. He was fun to watch. He enjoyed the game. I really cannot believe that he knew what was going on. I don't like. There's people that take care of his money. I hope, and I hope he didn't know what was going on. I'm gonna take the high road for him and say that he had no idea. So since he had no idea and he found this extra money, we're gonna give him ideas how to spend that money. Okay. So top 10 ways Brett Favre can spend his extra money he just came into. Number 10, extra Wrangler jeans. Number 9, purple Crocs for future genital pics. Number 8, fire extinguishers for Andre Rison. Number 7, a high-tech pill organizer.
Oh,
that's bad.
Number 6, a welcome to Green Bay basket with copper fit socks for Jordan Love.
There you go.
They'll need them.
A magic 8-ball to help decide future decisions. Number 4, opening a steakhouse in Crivets, Wisconsin called Welfare Wellingtons. Number 3, buying a road in Green Bay bigger than Holmgren's and naming it Favre's Federal Football Road. Number 2, an 8-person hot tub for Chimura.
Oh, you gotta give it, share the wealth.
Yeah, you got to. Number 1 way Brett Favre can spend some of the extra money he came into, a going away party at Applebee's for Aaron Rodgers.
You guys think this is all fun and games, but like a week later, after Favre listened to our podcast, he actually was pretty pissed, and he sent me a text of his asshole.
Was he wearing purple Crocs?
I didn't get that far.
Wow. Okay. Well, then I guess he was mad. I guess we shouldn't have played it again. I wish I would have known. You just want to pick again, don't you?
I blocked that number now.
So, that was our friend of the show. Well, was a friend of our show.
Yeah, former.
Brett Favre, so not anymore. So, but we still have Jay Cutler.
We've got Jay Cutler. That's all we need.
Jay Cutler is a friend of the show, and why I brought up Jay, I might as well go to his top 10 we made for him.
Here's tonight's top 10 list. Let's try this.
So, in the spirit of helping Jay Cutler out, we've decided, guys, on some pickup lines that Jay can use when he's out in the town now, picking up the ladies. Okay, so let's get through these and see if any of these which ones you guys think will work. Okay, so here we go. Number 10, I smoke before, during, and after. Number 9, I've got more highs than buys. Number 8, I'm sexier than Rexy. Number 7, I want to go back to my place and watch Very Cavallari. Number 6, I'd love to put your backfield in motion. Number 5, I'm from Santa Claus. Want to unwrap my package? Number 4, can I see your TDs? Number 3, at Vandy, they called me Mr. Commodore. Number 2, I left my Super Bowl rings in my other coat. And the number 1 pickup line for Jay Cutler. You want to see me throw a spiral? Oh, I hope Jay took those into consideration. I mean, I don't know if he's got a lady friend yet or not. I know he's been chasing chickens, though. I know he caught the culprit. It was raccoons. Yeah, he thought that was raccoons that ate his chickens. So that
they'll always get in your coop, man.
Raccoons?
Yeah, you got to watch them.
Well, maybe you should let Jay know. Did he send you any pictures after that, Jay?
No, I should have sent him some of my chickens. I had some destroyed too.
You guys could have bonded.
Yeah, you think we'd be? I mean, he's friends of the show.
Yeah. He
hasn't sent me any text pictures or anything.
I talk to him all the time. Me and Jay are like this. Like
he's holding his fingers,
really close together. So our last guy of the show is Ed, and Ed's here tonight. But I've got his clip mix. So let's listen to Ed's worst of the first 20.
Oh, I've been really busy. I'm going to tell you. I've been piling up piles of toilet paper in my front window here just to show off my extreme wealth. How awesome is Brady going to look with a tan?
Yeah, it's going to be some child molesting song, I'm guessing. I agree with what you just said because I'd love to play catch with a lot of people's kids right now. Getting some stuff done today. I started my memoirs. Yeah, so I started, I was born and then I shot an 8-point buck when I was 11 and I hit a home run in a Little League Championship game. That's where I'm at right now. And you know what? And speaking of athletes that are full of shit, now that I'm on the subject, I don't even know where this came from. I was going to stop there, but you know what? Where's Kaepernick been in all this coronavirus pandemic stuff? I didn't see no big afro walking around in the back of an NBC broadcast passing out food to, poor people. I need the Altuve suppository. Rumor has it, Jeffrey Dahmer washed down his last victim with, you guessed it, a brandy old-fashioned, the drink of Wisconsin. I don't agree with everything Dahmer did, but, I mean, come on. I am going with a different drink next week because I didn't get drunk enough on these old-fashions. I actually changed it up a little this week, and I'm going with Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. This stuff's delicious. Have you guys tried this stuff? Jesus
Very good.
Christ, the dogs are all... Get away. I don't know. My dogs get frisky when I start drinking the peanut butter whiskey. Yeah, if I want to eat some, fancy vegetables and crap like that, I'll call Aaron Rodgers. But otherwise, I'm hanging out with Cutler. Cutler's with me. I'm well, but I wasn't there when Miley wrote that. She was already 18 at that point. My second trip to the USS Arizona here, and I prefer the poop deck. Well, long snapper, that's like being the smartest guy at shenanigans. Gaining some hair, I think, on top. You don't want to upset Ray Lewis. Guys, I hate to brag, but this weekend, I dominated my first-round matchup at the Jeffrey Epstein Tickle Fight Invitational.
Nice.
My opponent's prepubescent hands were no match for these weathered claws I have. But next week, I'm matching up against Prince Andrew, so that could be a barn burner. Yeah, I'd like everybody to pray for me because my second-round matchup against Prince Andrew this week in the Tickle Fight, I'm going to need it. I heard he's got a good grip. I was over at Little League Park, actually. They had a big tournament going on. I don't have any kids. You guys know that. I just like to cruise Little League Park. It was very good. Lots of sweating. I'm going a little bit off the charts here, which is strange because I'm usually so focused. But I hope I don't take Eric's answer. But what is sexier than horseback riding? Even the terminology drips with sexual innuendo. In what other sport can a young lady wearing chaps get a leg up and mount an Arabian stallion bareback? I can't even hold it together. During a pole bending event. Then, after breaking in the thoroughbred with some endurance riding, she can dismount if his mouth is too soft to make it through the pleasure event. Those are all terms, I swear. I found a frog in my pond. I'm going Pornhub on this one. I want to get serious here for a second. Eric said something really important earlier about just watching sports for the actual, the show. Yeah, don't worry about these guys' lives and everything else. And I'm going to take that to another level with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not a fan of the guy and what he's done, but I think I'm going to watch all the videos. Well, I wring out all my underwear from the week after all that hot weather. Can't even see the food because I'm kneeling and I can't see on the top of the table.
So that's the best of that. That was incredible, Ed. You're made for a clip show.
Jesus Christ! I might as well just get my bunk bag at the county pen.
Oh, that was incredible. That was pretty good. Pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. All the clips were good.
Can you believe why I'm not on social media?
I know. It makes sense. It makes sense totally.
Holy cow! That was just from like 1 hour of actual audio.
So we have one more top 10 before we have a top 10 new tonight. But we have one more that we kind of had the quarterback theme for top 10s tonight. This one was about Tom Brady. Let's check it out.
Gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10 list. Let's go.
Top 10 reasons why Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay. Number 10, he's the best player in Tampa history the day he signed the contract. Number 9, he loves a good blue plate special. Number 8, no more spray tan. Number 7, here the Tampa Bay QB gets a grab leg discount. Number 6, here the tapioca in Tampa is to die for. Number 5, no state tax equals real diamonds for Giselle. Number 4, he wants to become the pickleball goat. Number 3, Bruce Arians won't make him cut off his sleeves before games. Number 2, Bob Kraft recommended the Florida massage parlors. And number 1, throwback cream sickle jerseys. So that was our top 10 about Tom Brady. Pretty interesting.
Seems like there's a lot of crossover between him and Willie.
Tom and Willie, a lot in common. Well, just tapioca and being older. That's about it.
Yeah, the tapioca part just about.
Yeah. So speaking of Willie being old, Ed, check this out. Willie, what you brought it up, but what was your mixtape? What was on your mixtape, and who was it for?
Mine was an 8-track, man. I used to record albums onto an 8-track. Believe it or not, I had one of those.
Jesus,
they were state of the art.
It was.
Well, you're just setting us up. You're just teeing it up for us.
Hey,
right?
hey, guys, quick! Listen to the new tape I made. Dun, 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 dun.
I gotta get to it.
So Willie just went from a phonograph to an 8-track to really date himself.
Wow.
We're not
Unreal.
joking. Willie's old.
He's holding the 8-track up to the Victrola horn, you know?
Yeah, and then he would dial his,
Mom, keep cranking. Mom, keep cranking.
Well, think about it. Hey, I've
Let me
been,
get on the party line here and play this for you.
Yeah.
I've been here for vinyl, 8-tracks, cassettes, MP3s, DVDs, CDs. And now you don't even have to.
Now it's the mystery of air just makes music. It comes out of nowhere now.
How the hell does that
out
shit
of the
work?
sky?
A bunch of cowboys sitting around a campfire,
farting
like the guitar. Jeez.
Oh my God, Willie recorded records to 8-tracks.
I did, man. It was cool.
Sensational.
Okay,
set it up just right, so you didn't have waste too much time.
I got tears in my eyes.
Is that a eject button and the 8-track shoots out onto the floor?
That's romantic. Hey, real slow song comes up. Let me change the song, honey. Whoa. So our last question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait. Willie had to stop recording a couple times because he had to put the milk bottles out for the milkman the next day.
You want to hear the clanging.
You hear in the background. Hold on, I gotta go out and get ice for the ice box. Okay, that's enough, I guess. Poor Willie.
Well, then he had to go to the well to get water.
That's right. My arm was really sore pumping it.
Yeah.
But one thing he does know, that Susan Anton is a fox. That's all he knows. So that is wow. That's all I can say. Willie's old, man.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, do you know if he ran for president this year, he'd be a young whippersnapper.
He'd be like, vote for me because I'm 20 years younger. What? So that is how we actually figured out Willie is old when he popped in on the 8-track conversation on that warm spring evening. So that's Willie being old. So we have our own top 10 tonight, and well, let's see what we have.
Gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10.
So our top 10 tonight is top 10 activities Eric and Willie are doing on their B&B weekend getaway this weekend since they're together.
Oh, I bet they're having fun.
Yeah. So here's what they're doing. You ready?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know. What's going on?
They sent me a text, 10 of them. 10
Nice.
texts of their excursions they did.
Well, we got lucky.
Yeah. So number 10, his and his massages.
Yeah, I can picture that.
Number 9, they took a hike on a Door County Tapioca Trail.
Nice.
Number 8, they used Willie's Senior Discount and Time Cuisine to get the pecan crusted salmon. The pecan.
They shared it, though.
They shared it, yes. They shared it. Number 7, they took blowing classes.
Oh, what?
Oh, glass blowing. Glass blowing. I'm sorry. Sorry, glass blowing.
Ooh, I didn't think they needed a class for that.
Number 6, they shared a cone and a jelly bean at Wilson's.
It's like that Lady in the Tramp scene.
Number 5, they milked a goat at Al Johnson's, as Eric exclaimed, "Look, Willie, no hands!"
I can picture that, too. That's what's bad.
Look, this is like an IPA. It's like milkshake IPA.
Well, today's IPA is Al Johnson's goat milk.
Number 4, they both shot 369 at the Red Putter.
That's not that good, actually.
Number 3, fish boil equals 2 guys, 1 cob.
Gross.
Number 2, they had a RuPaul drag race marathon in the room they watched. And the number 1 thing they did in Door County, late night hot dogs. So that's what they're doing up there. I mean, we didn't get invited. So.
Yeah, I'm guessing they left their wives at home. It sounded like it.
Did. Yeah, just those two. Willie had just all he said was bringing was a pair of shorts and a mankini. That's it.
That's Willie.
And Eric was just, he didn't pack anything. It was weird when he left. And they went to a convertible. And they took off.
Thelma and Louise. Just drive off the end of Door County.
Actually, did his headscarves and glasses on. That's it. So, guys, don't drive off a cliff. It's not that bad. You guys are great guys. Hey, Ed, remember the biggest controversy you've had so far in benchwarmer history?
Oh, of course I do.
Let's go back to the tape of Eric's pick 4 that turned into 5. Let's go into this week's snake draft. Starting pitchers have to play from 1970 on. They can play before that, but they had to play in the 70s or beyond. Eric, who do you have?
If you say a major league pitcher, the first person that comes to my mind is Nolan Ryan.
Okay, so that is 1.
All right, I'll keep track here.
Keep track of that. Here we go. So, Eric, who do you got?
I'm going to go Steve Carlton here, and I'm not going to say much about him, but he was a winner, that's for sure.
Ed?
That's number 2.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Eric, who do you got?
I'm going to go with Johnny Smoltz, who was an incredible starting pitcher and then had no problem stepping into the reliever position and saving games for the Braves.
How many is that?
That's number 3, and he's building a hell of a rotation.
Yeah, and here we go with, I'm going to go, this is going to be number 4, I think. Here we go.
So Willie stole my pick. I mean, at this point, I think I'm going to take a guy that's, the success in the playoffs is outstanding. The bloody sock, and that's Kurt Schilling.
So, Ed, that is 4, correct?
Yep, I believe we're done, right?
Yes, we're done. But wait. If you listen, we're not done.
Wait, are we done?
Yeah, that's it.
We got 3 picks.
No, I got 4.
Yeah, we all got 4. I'm last.
Yeah, he's last.
Jeez.
I got Nolan Ryan.
Put him back on
No. I got John Smoltz, and I just picked Schilling, so I only picked 3.
No, you got Steve Carlton too, correct? Let's move on.
No, you picked another one.
Yeah, you had to pick one more.
No, 3.
No, you picked Kurt Schilling, and you picked
10. We've made 10 picks so far.
Oh, we're done.
No, we pick 16 usually. 4 times 4.
It's 16, but that's not right. I picked 4 though. Yes, Eric, your math is correct. 4 times 4 is 16, and we picked 16.
I don't know what he's struggling with here.
Let's finish the segment here.
Yeah, maybe you got to go again.
No, I picked 4. I'm the bottom. I picked 2, and you picked 2.
I'm the top.
Yeah, so you had 4. You got yeah.
Well, I'm going to go.
Go ahead, Eric. Pick
another one
with a guy that I thought that
I only need a 4-man rotation. This guy over here.
Willie and Ed talk about. They've talked about on multiple shows, but one of the greatest World Series performances ever in Game 7, Jack Morris.
Oh, so that was 5.
Yeah, Eric. I thought he didn't go to public school, did he?
No, he actually didn't.
Yeah, so he paid for his education.
He needs a refund. So anyway, moving on. So anything else that we want to talk about? It's been a short little clip show, but hey, it's just something to fill the time this week. Any other sports things, anything that's related you can think of off the top of your head? Anything?
No.
I mean, obviously baseball with the COVID we talked about earlier, and basketball, it seems like they've got it working. I mean, we have football coming around the corner. We'll see how they...
Yeah, fantasy drafts are already starting.
Yep, and how football decides to move forward, what's going on. They are at different camps working now or at the facilities. Players have opted out. Damian Williams has opted out from the Chiefs. I know Matthew Stafford is in COVID right now.
So did Mishnu today.
Okay, yep. But he opted out of COVID.
No, he's got COVID.
Oh, so he's just quarantined. So I think Matt Stafford. Behind it. I don't think he has it. He just was around somebody that had it. Maybe they said. So he's just being kept away for now.
And I know you've talked about this before. Football should have a better chance of containing COVID with not being on the road for 5, 7, 9 days at a time out.
And I really believe that these short trips. I know it would suck for teams like the Bears, Packers, Vikings, but I firmly believe they should take off in the morning and fly to that site and just play the game.
I agree. It
is what it is. That's just part of what it is, and it is what it is. So I think they should. I mean, I understand if you're playing the Giants and you're playing in LA, yeah, you probably don't take off in the morning and get there, but it's just a way to contain it. You go away from the plane to the bus to the stadium, get dressed, play, leave, and come home.
Yeah, you'd have to figure 75% of the games can be played that way. Where
you're right. They could figure less than a 2-hour flight. They should be going right to the game site. They really should, and hopefully we'll see as it moves. I mean, I'm sure what'll happen with that, the players' union, if they were to decide something like that, the players' union would jump in and say no. So once again,
yeah, it's too difficult on them, to.
To get on a plane and go to work and come home.
Yeah, because I've known some soldiers, they get on a plane and then they fly, and then 9 months later they come back. They don't get
to see their family for 9 months.
No,
and they make peanuts.
Do they really make less than an NFL quarterback?
I believe so. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I would check on that.
Jason's shaking his head. Yes, so it must be true.
Okay.
I know that they just get paid after they're out of the service.
We know.
Well, you guys are sitting here like you don't know. So.
That's called sarcasm.
That might be the funniest part of the show tonight.
No, you guys aren't that smart, so just checking.
So Jason's verified people in the military make less than NFL players. Though we verified that. How about NBA and MLB? Are they make more than military?
I don't know.
Well, he's getting his information from Wikipedia. You don't know what you're getting on there.
Well, today it was the guy behind Burger King. God bless Burger King. That place is a dump. I have a question. I have a couple of questions. I have one question, a trivia question for you.
Okay.
If you want to throw it at you, and I'll ask those guys next week maybe.
No, I can look like an idiot by myself.
It was interesting because I actually guessed somebody. 2 questions, NFL questions. The first one is, who is the last defensive player to be MVP of the league? Total MVP of the league. It was interesting to me. I thought it might be somebody else, but defensive player to be NFL MVP. I'll give you a couple hints.
Wow, man.
He was a linebacker, and he played for the Giants.
Yeah, I was going to say LT.
Yes, Lawrence Taylor.
That was going to be my first guess, but I was thinking...
It's crazy because it was so far away. Because someone threw out J.J. Watt when I heard the question. And then the other question... Who was the last back-to-back MVP? That might be a little easier. I had 2 guesses in my head and one was right. The last back-to-back MVP of the NFL.
Wow.
And it's within the last 10 years, I believe it would be.
Well, it's got to be a quarterback, so...
You're right there. He played for 2 different teams in his career. He won 2 Super Bowls.
Wow. I'm drawing a blank. You got it, Jace?
Eli Manning?
No,
nope.
He's on one team.
2 different teams.
Oh, yeah, duh.
His brother.
Oh, it's Peyton?
Yeah,
say Peyton.
Great,
man. I think he won the MVP with both teams. I think he won one with the Broncos the first year everything threw the 50 or whatever touchdowns, and then he won the one with the Colts. So he actually won it with two different teams.
I forgot he beat the Bears.
Wasn't Favre a 3-time?
Favre was 3. Wasn't actually. He was
split
2
one with Barry Sanders.
He was 2, and then he shared one with Barry Sanders his third time. They were co-MVPs. That was just a question I saw here.
Those are both good questions.
Yeah,
and they're pretty common. But
yeah, you just have to think. But the LT one, it was like I didn't even think of him. I said, "Oh, that makes total sense," because he was a monster and a crackhead. But hey,
don't do crack.
If he was in the major leagues, he wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because he was that. But he's in the NFL. Hey, anything goes.
Put a statue on him, put him on ESPN.
We were talking last night. Let's bring up a couple things about fantasy. Let's do a little auction talk right now. We got some time, okay?
Okay.
And we got the microphones now, so the guys that were arguing with us last night, they can't argue with us now.
Oh, yeah.
So values of guys, I mean, like we were talking last night, and there's a player like Deshaun Watson out there. $20 to keep. Would you keep Deshaun Watson at $20?
This is a dynasty league.
Yeah, dynasty keeper league. Would you keep him at $20? Now, obviously, you haven't sat down and looked at other players' quarterbacks to see what the possibility of them are. You may have, but that determines what you're going to do too.
That's high end.
Okay, because like right now we have Dak Prescott for $10. Someone's keeping.
That's a pretty good price.
Yeah, I would keep Dak at 10 for sure. And you got Mahomes at like 16, but that was just
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you keep Mahomes obviously. Okay, that was the first. You want to explain why? Is there an explanation why?
Because I don't have any of those guys. I'd like to have them.
I need a quarterback, so cut him. Also, we had discussed the receiver thing. Do you really think a guy like Julio Jones or a guy like Mike Evans will go for $50 this year in a draft? And now we're not talking about our league.
I'm going to tell you in our league, where I'm going to have like $80 to spend essentially on 2 players.
And you would think about doing it?
Yeah, I would think of going as high as 50 for
Who
one
would
of
you
those.
go after, Mike Evans or Julio Jones?
Julio Jones.
I agree totally because he's in an offense that he's going to be more. He's going to be more center of attention.
And now Ridley's coming on too. It's going to give him. It's going to be hard to cover him.
Yeah, but if you go to Tampa, you've got so many receivers and so many guys involved there now. And Tom Brady. The funny thing is probably the best talent of receivers he's ever played with.
Oh, by far.
If you think about it,
he's
O.J.
like
Howard
by himself.
Yeah, but you have O.J. Howard, you have Cameron Brate, you have Gronkowski, Godwin,
Evans.
So those 5 names or 6 names. Those are. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's crazy. So, and he doesn't mind spreading the wealth. He's not a guy that's real. Target. I don't think he's a target type of guy.
Do they have a running back that he can throw to out of the backfield?
I'm not. I think Ronald Jones is the one left there, but they have the rookie Hilaire we talked about last night. Mm-hmm. Depends on what they use him as, and like we had talked about, the one thing we discussed last night about that too was I believe, and I don't know if people agree, I believe rookies will be behind, especially running backs, just because of not being in camps to go over protections and different things like that. So I think that's going to be I think it is. I don't know if you agree.
I agree. In the NFL, these quarterbacks don't want to get their head knocked off. Yeah. They're going to be bitching if that guy's not picking up his assignment.
I think you'll see you might even see a receiver be a rookie of the year this year, maybe over running back, just because of the whole time behind. It depends, though. I mean, Hilaire and the kid from Swift, they both play in pro-style offenses. Jonathan Taylor did, too. So they have the idea, although Hilaire will probably be the furthest one up because he did play with Joe Burrow, and they threw a good amount, so he has hopefully protections he would know. So that's the biggest thing I think with those guys is understanding what they're going to be doing in the offense besides running the ball. I mean,
yeah, there's no doubt they can run the ball.
Oh, yeah, they're athletes. They can play for sure. If we were doing an auction draft from scratch, who do you think the highest paid player would be?
Either Saquon or Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay, I tend to go that way. Yeah, the other running backs that would be out there, it'd be tough to throw other names out there right now because I think I would say Saquon too for sure. He'd probably be the one that's going to be the highest. I mean, like in our league right now, I think he's at 70. Obviously, you're not keeping him at 70.
I think he's at 73.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, so you're not keeping him, but I'm sure they're going to bid as high as they can. So they're going to end up paying $60 for that guy again, which I think is kind of crazy, but hey, it is what it is, man.
If you need that guy.
And if you, like you said, if you need 3 guys and you have $100 to spend or $80 to spend, hey, 50, 15, 15 or 60, 10, 10, hey, that's fine with me. You'll fill your team out. Anything else, Ed? You're good for the night? Any closing thoughts for the evening?
Yeah, I do have a closing thought, and this is to all the law enforcement that maybe listen to our show tonight. It's a comedy show. I really don't... Well, I do a lot of that stuff, but yeah, never mind.
What?
I'm not going to lie now.
Yeah. His name is Ed Smith, and he lives in Racine. He don't... Okay. So we are the Basement Benchwarmers. We'll be back to normal format next week with our fan poll question. Again, we'll have our bench clearing brawl, NFL talk, starting to get going next week. Also, remember, look at our Facebook page at Basement Benchwarmers. Also, our Twitter is Base Benchwarmer. And our Instagram is Basement Benchwarmers. And our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com. For Willie and Eric, who are on vacation together, being in Door County.
Well, we're working hard here.
Yeah, we're busting our butts here, man. It's tough. And for Ed, thank you, Ed, for coming down and doing the show. And I am Scott. Once again, stay healthy, wash your hands, and have a great week.
Company, always on the run. A destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands, behind the gun, I'll make my fire.